What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back into the Warframe video. So we had that big Devstream yesterday, the last of 2023, and I did a video covering the cross-save information. We're getting cross-save in December, and we have all the information on it for the most part, so go check out that video if you want to already. This one is me going over everything else in the Devstream that I found important. So we're going over the new frame, we're going over the new tile set, new game modes, new weapons, new Archon shards. Yeah, there's new Archon shards, and the list goes on. So let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure you're subbed to this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. I'll be covering the Whispers in the Wall update extensively, going over all the new game modes and all the new stuff, because there's going to be even melee arcanes, too. Melee, there's a lot to go over, so let's just get in there right now. All right, so starting off with the first slide we have the prerequisites for the Whispers in the Wall quest. So you're going to have the Heart of Deimos completed and the new war. So the fact that you need the new war completed means that you need to have a necromech for this. A built necromech, for that matter. So expect that there be potentially parts of this that will require a necromech to, like, maybe blow up an objective or blow up a special wall that only is damageable by necromech damage. Additionally, Heart of Deimos must be completed. You know, you don't have to have a necromech built to beat that, but you do get taught how to use a necromech. So expect some kind of necromech stuff at some point in this tile set. Additionally, you guys, well, some of you guys that want this removed are winning. No longer doing a paid story skip option. There's a new Initiate Power Pack bundle that has like a Rhino and a Nova in it. I thought we already had, like, you know, new player bundles, but hey, whatever. Additionally, since they are not adding the story skip, there will no longer be mastery rank requirement for playing quests in this game. So that means you don't need to wait for MR5 to do the War Within and all that stuff. So as long as you can click on the mission, you can play the mission. No mastery rank required. So great stuff there. I don't see why they had to remove the paid story skip, but I guess it was just not worth the controversy it was potentially going to cause. Moving on past this, so yeah, make sure you got your new war completed and all that. Now, reminder, you can buy the new war firepower bundle to get to the new war instantly. But, you know, you still have to get to the mission, I guess. It's kind of a paid story skip already, the New War Firepower Bundle, but whatever. Here's our new frame. We got the 55th frame named Corvex. He is a radiation golem-themed frame, and looks pretty fun. His helmet ability will be a rock that he places on the ground that will be like a radiation AoE. That will be on other frames, too. After we go over some of these new Archon shards, you might actually want some radiation damage enemies, so it might be a decent helmet. Let's just go ahead and discuss what we have right here. So his name is Corvex. His signature weapon is an Archwing gun called the Mondonel. It's an Archwing gun. Archwing guns are getting some buffs in this update too. You're going to get some overguard when you use your Archwing gun, so they might be worth it, kind of. They're going to have a special signed in and a special alt helmet. There's going to be the Sevagoth Deluxe bundle. It's going to have a Sevagoth skin. It's going to have a Epitaph skin, his signature weapon, and then also it's going to have a special armor piece with a little, like, fish that floats around you. So pretty cool there. Additionally, there's going to be a new hammer called the Echine, and there will be a new Kalimos Kavat for patterns. So that hairless cat that we saw on, you know, the trailer and all that, that's going to be a skin, so it will not be an actual cat. So my prediction, my bingo card was pretty good, I just gotta say. My bingo card was pretty spot on. A couple of them I missed, though. There's some Grimoire skins for the spell book. There's going to be a sci-fi themed one and like a fantasy themed one. The Grimoire is not a kit gun. I'll show the Grimoire stats in there. We have a bunch of this stuff screenshot because they put it on the screen for like half a second. So we got new Captura scenes as well because that's very important. Okay, now we have additional stuff. So there's going to be, this is what you're basically getting features-wise in the Whispers in the Wall update. So basically 2 new tile sets, the Entradi Laboratory tile set and the Man in the Wall Underground Fortress tile set, whatever it's called. There's going to be a new weapon type called the Tome. There will be new Tome mods that will be equipable only on the Grimoire. And now this Grimoire weapon, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Which one is it? Is it this one right here? No, it's not that one. Well, basically, there's going to be, these Grimoire weapons will buff your Warframe's abilities. Hopefully I can show you that later in the video. But yeah, there's going to be special new Tome mods too. I'm thinking more like, you know, the Bond mods that's added for companions? Think about that, but for like a weapon, basically. That's what it seemed like. New enemies. There's going to be new Entradi lab enemies. So there's going to be like Necromech Hound hybrids. There's going to be mini Necromech enemies. It's going to be basically a new faction. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna see any corpus. It doesn't seem like they're gonna fight any corpus or any Grineer or any like infested in this tile. So keep that in mind. That likely no Bane mods will work. But if you watched my video from like months ago, Bane of the Corrupted used to work on Necromechs, so maybe it will work here. We'll have to test it when it comes out. Additionally, there's a new Syndicate. It's just going to be the same thing with like a new tile set. You'll get the bounties from them. You'll rank up their stuff. So, good stuff there. Now moving on, we have 3 new game modes technically. I'm not going to... So, there's an assassination mission. They're calling that a new game mode. It's assassination with a twist. It's just a boss fight. So I'm not going to really call it a new game mode. But the other 2 I will call new game modes. We got a new game mode called Alchemy. This will be an endless game mode. So if you've ever done the Prop Taker before, look, if you look in the background of this picture, that there is a little, like, not little, it's like a mixer thing, and there's a orange liquid on the left, and there is a blue liquid on the right. From what it seems like, if you've ever done the Prop Taker before, it's like Simon says for elements, shoot the Prop Taker with blast damage to damage the Prop Taker. Oh, it switched to Toxin element. Now you have to hit the Prop Taker with Toxin element. So it sounds like that kind of, but like for an endless mode. So let's say that the Exelizer thing in the middle said blast damage. How do you make blast damage in Warframe? You use heat damage and you use cold damage together. It will combine into blast damage. So from what it seems like, you will go into the environment. You'll say, okay, guys, it's corrosive this time. We have to go find the toxin and the electric. You will go and hunt down the toxin and the electric. You will bring it back to the middle, and you will activate the corrosive, for progressing the mission in some way. I'm assuming you're also going to defend that mixer in some way too. So there will be objective defense, and there will also be like mobility and like grabbing items out in the environment while defending too. So defense frame should be somewhat useful for that. But this will not be what the clan event is about, by the way, guys. The clan event will be the assassination for some reason, not the endless mode. So yeah, endless mode called Alchemy. Hopefully it's going to be fun. There's a new mission called Netra Cells. So if you've ever done an Oracan Derelict Vault mission with the Dragon Keys, like getting Blind Rage or whatever, that's going to be like that. Or these missions will be like that, but like a new version of it. It will not involve Dragon Keys, apparently, and I believe this one will be like a limited times per week. So treasure it while you can. I'll be definitely recording that stuff and uploading that when this comes out. I'll be basically new non-endless mission that's going to be kind of like Dragon Key Vaults. And then the assassination mission is going to be what the Gargoyle's Cry event will be, like the mission type of. You'll be fighting that Shattered One boss fight. And there will be apparently different variations of it. 4 of them is what Pablo said. They leaked a lot of stuff. I'm trying not to spoil too much. They spoiled a lot of stuff on their stream. On accident or on purpose. It was kind of annoying, to be honest. I'd like to figure stuff out in this game. Moving on to the next tab, we have some screenshots of the new tile set. And let me tell you, as someone that's been watching Attack on Titan for the first time, this gave me Attack on Titan vibes for sure. I'm assuming at some point in the quest, we will like transfer into one of these Titans, and we will like go around and just break stuff, basically. So that could be cool. But either way, we will be like in combat situations around these Titans in the tile set. Like this is literally just slapped in the middle of the tile set. So this will be something you can jump on top of for like, higher ground or whatever. So just a really cool looking tile set, especially as someone that just started watching Attack on Titan. I'm at like the end of season 4, so I've been really binging it a lot. Speaking of Gargoyle's Cry, the event, this is going to be the community-wide Signa that we will earn as a community if we grind out enough of the Gargoyle's Cry event. So yeah, Signas are only available for the Frost Prime and Mag Prime heirloom bundles. So this will be the first free-to-play Signa. So everyone go grind out that Gargoyle's Cry event. I'll be doing it if you want to join my clan and all that. You just got to be higher rank. So yeah, cool stuff there. So there's technically a chance we couldn't get this with no one grinded that out. But hey, we're getting cross-saved. There will be people grinding it out. Our plan numbers are about to skyrocket, honestly. All right, so let's move on to some of the things you'll be getting from the Wizards in the Wall update. We have some new loot. Archon Shard Fusion is coming. And this is an exact idea I've talked about on stream. I'm just glad they're doing it. So here we have an early look at a green Archon Shard. Pablo wanted to remind us, this stuff is not final, okay? This stuff is not going to be probably exactly the same when it comes into the game, okay? But let's just go ahead and read how this works. So you would combine 2 Archon Shards together. There will be orange shards, there will be purple shards, and there will be green shards. We don't know the stats on some of them, but we actually have... We hardcore screenshot this one, okay? Enhance, zoom. We enhanced and zoomed on this one, so we have some exclusive looks at the pixels of that one right there. But let's just read what the green Archon Shard does. This one is basically meant for Saren, it seems like. Okay, Toxin. So these are the choices you get for a green Archon Shard, which will require fusing 2 Archon Shards together. We don't know how Tau versions of this will work yet, guys, but I'm assuming Tau versions of this will exist. They're just not made yet. All right, Toxin procs deal plus 3% more damage. So the first one is involving toxin procs. So when we go over the other ones too, a lot of these are going to be very, very unique compared to what we have on like, red shards, blue shards, yellow shards. These are actually going to be like tying into our specific ability damage types and, things that we actually mod for in this game. But yeah, toxin procs deal plus 30% more damage. Reminder, that's the non-Tau version, and you can stack these up to 5 times. Next one, health for plus 2 HP on Toxin Tick. I guess that means heal for 2 HP on Toxin Tick. So that's going to be technically stronger than a health regen shard if you have lots of Toxin procs going. But reminder, you're actually fusing 2 shards together to make this. So, yeah. And also, like, if I'm using health regen shards, I don't have to be using Toxin in that situation. So this is going to be for, when I'm putting Toxin in my weapon. So very more niche, but also, technically more powerful, too. This one right here is what I'm very interested about. Times 1.1 ability damage on enemies affected by corrosive status. This one seems like it's made for Saren right here. Enemy affected by corrosive status, you do increased damage with abilities, like a Bane mod for abilities. Additionally, the last one here, this is probably to get changed. I don't think this one will actually get added to the game. Increases max stacks of corrosive by plus 2. If this actually gets added to the game the way it is right now, what that will mean is that you will be able to fully remove enemy armor with just corrosive. And additionally, this is very much made for Saren, because increasing those corrosive stacks would mean that her Saren spores can remove enemy armor entirely, and then after the fact, if you have multiple of these shards on Saren, you can use the corrosive Bane mod one to make your miasma annihilate everything, because they'll have no armor left because of this green Archon shard down here, the maximum stacks. And then they'll also be taking increased ability damage when they're affected by corrosive. And you can stack these a bunch. So for Saren, these will be great. These literally seem like they're made for Saren, which I think is kind of cool and also kind of weird. Let's move on to the next one. The exclusive look that probably nobody else has in their video. I don't know if anyone else put this on there, but yeah. Thanks for everyone in Discord and on stream that helped me look at this very, very closely, because it was kind of hard to see. All right, so reminder, these are us trying to read what this was on screen for about 2 frames, okay, guys? This is the best we have here. This was not actually supposed to be shown entirely. So let's just go ahead and show what they had on the dev build. Reminder, this is stuff is probably going to all get entirely changed, okay? First one, plus 1 permanent HP for every enemy killed with impact. Interesting. So every enemy you kill with impact, you get plus permanent HP the rest of the mission. I wonder if that gets capped out at anything. Next one, blast proc regen plus 5 shields. So on a blast proc, you get shield regen. That one seems like an idea, at least. Next one. Every 5 kills and enemies affected by heat procs permanently increase secondary crit chance by plus 1. So on like Mesa or something, or like Cascadia Flare, or like Atomos, or like even Akiakor, permanently increase your secondary crit chance by plus 1% every 5 kills an enemy affected by heat. That's super easy because we mod for heat very often. Heat's a very good and meta damage type in this game. This one could be pretty nasty on frames like Mesa. We'll have to see though. And then the last one, it's going to be similar to the corrosive one. Bane mod for abilities on enemies affected by radiation procs. So as you can see, these are very different from what you normally would expect on a Archon shard in this game. So as far as how good this one is, I don't think that the blast procs regenerating shields thing is very good. The impact one could be kind of funny, but I doubt it will be really that amazing. I mean, it's every kill, 1 HP for every kill, and there's missions where I get thousands of kills. So if I had like 20,000 health in the Naros, would that help? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, the Bane mod on enemies affected by radiation damage is also kind of cool too. Now there is going to be one more purple shard that we have not seen at all. They didn't even hover over it. So my assumption on that one is that since this one is heat and radiation, this one is toxin and corrosive, my assumption on the last one is it's either be cold and magnetic, or it will be electric and magnetic. I don't think that we're going to, because if the other combined elements we have available, like they're not going to do viral basically. If it's going to be cold, it will be magnetic. It's not going to be cold and viral. If it was cold and viral, it would just be too good basically. So we're just going to move on past that. Now we have the stats of the Grimoire Spellbook weapon. Reading the description of this, claim the power of Albrecht and Trotti's knowledge, customize the Grimoire with tome mods that enhance WARFRAME abilities and reward strategic combat. Its alternative attack releases a voltaic orb with guaranteed electric status. Reminder, this Grimoire book will be given to you from the quest, from what it sounds like. So that's cool. You also get a Corvette, the new frame Corvex's blueprint from the quest too. Looking at these stats right here, we got 20% crit chance, a 2x multiplier, and a 26% status chance with all electric damage, 150 base damage. We did not get to see what the damage of the alt attack is because they didn't scroll down. This was literally on screen for like half a second. So Yeah, it will enhance Warframe abilities, and they'll have these new tome mods. So make sure you got your get ready to farm, basically, because these new tome mods will be expensive for the first couple days. Moving on to the new Arcane grinding system. So basically what Pablo's adding to the game is that it's going to be a way to grind down old crappy Arcanes you don't want or need. So I'm looking at you, 500 copies of Arcane Dexterity in my inventory and all those Merciless and Deadheads I never need. You can grind those down and basically make it like an Arcane loot box. You get limited amount of these per week, I believe. But yeah, you can just grind them all down and decide to turn them into different types of Arcanes. So we have the options of Idolon Arcanes, Steel Path Arcanes, which also includes Arbitration, by the way, Necrolisk Arcanes, Holdfast Arcanes, Archon Arcanes, Solaris Arcanes, and Deviri Arcanes. So if you want to get these, of course, there will be a common drop, like Magus Accelerant's the easy to get one, Magus Glitch is the uncommon one, and then like Magus Lockdown's the rare one. So it's going to be similar to like a relic kind of. But yeah, you can just grind all your Merciless and just turn it into other stuff. So that's cool, because I have so many Merciless, and I'm not going to even bother selling them. They're so cheap. Additionally, Pablo did clarify on Twitter that so for rares that you have buttloads of, in his words, like Steel Path ones, they will give less credit than ones from like Citrine, but rares from Eidolons will give more than common ones from Eidolons. So Merciless will not give you much of this new resource, because there's going to be this Boss 4 resource is going to come down from grinding down Arcanes. So you're not going to get a ton of them per Merciless, but I might still buy like a couple thousand Merciless just to do it anyway. For no reason at all, besides it's funny. But yeah, so more rare Arcanes in Pablo's eyes will give you more resources. Additionally, we have Gaia Prime coming out in 2024 in January. They are not going to get Gaia Prime out before Wishers of the Wall, because Grendel Prime has only been here for like a couple weeks, and it would be really weird to just rush Gaia Prime out, even though it would be nice for money. But as far as his frame design, it's the same thing that they have on like every Prime frame nowadays. I don't like their base helmet, but I think that's mostly to sell Tenogen. If the Prime helmet doesn't look that great, you're more likely to buy the Tenogen, which costs cash. So yeah, Gauss Prime's cool. He's got the Excelra Prime and the Icarius Prime. Here's the stats of the Excelra Prime right here. This is definitely modded. This is definitely modded, guys. 85% crit chance. Remember, like, don't take this as the actual numbers. But it looks, 6.6 multiplied 85% crit chance. Yeah, I'm sure that's base. But yeah, that's the crit chance and crit damage modded, I suppose, on the Excelra. We got the Icarius here. I'm assuming they have a mod on here in some way too. We got 32 ammo and 6 ammo pickup. So that's the main thing I'm looking at there. It looks the same as before. But that's basically going to be the Devstream video. There was some other stuff too I didn't really talk about. Like there's melee Arcanes coming. There's also going to be melee Exilus mods. An Exilus slot coming in Whispers in the Wall. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, how much mod capacity do I even have on my melee available? Like, I'm going to have to start Umbra-forming some melees. So hopefully I don't remove stat sticks, right? I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was a good dev stream. There was a bunch of stuff I didn't even talk about here, guys. So if you do want to check it out, I recommend going and checking out their dev stream as well on their site. It was a lot of like inside jokes. It was about a 2.5 hour dev stream, so it's a lot to go over. But yeah, overall, really good stuff. And we're going to have our cross save here the next month too. So really looking bright for Warframe right now. The new tile set looks really good. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to try these new game modes. We'll see how Alchemy works out, the new Endless game mode. The new clan operation will be involving the boss fight, and there will be no leaderboard, so just keep that in mind. It's not going to be a super competitive clan event, but let's hope that we at least get some good loot from it, not just that Signa, which it will still be cool to get a community event milestone of getting the Signa for everybody. I think that's really cool, so make sure you sign on, and also check out my live stream on the 7th for the Game Awards. We'll be going over the Game Awards. The Whispers on the Wall release date will be announced at the Game Awards, and I will be there live, and I'll probably tweet about it right after they put it out, too. So appreciate all the support, guys. I'll see you next one. Take it easy. Bye.